Welcome everyone to the Freestyle Cast. I am your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
So happy St. Joseph's Day to all Josephs out there. I had my pastry. I'm good. I got some cookies too.
I just noticed you had those two big ass things, and
I had one of the big ass things.
You notice, folks, he's keeping the camera above the stomach level.
Right. Yes, you can't see what my stomach looks like because I'm freaking eating.
And sadly,
right. I thought you would get the joke that I posted on Facebook about, there's my best friend, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we still have here, the coronavirus is a big thing, obviously. Yeah. And, people are buying
shut our mall down. We didn't close. My business didn't close. My department store didn't, of course, close.
Well, mine didn't. Yeah.
But, hey, Matt.
What's up, Matt?
The mall is closed, and they're limiting people to just to-go orders. So if you go into like Firehouse Subs or Starbucks, they're only taking to-go orders. And I did do a TBD on about that, how the oxymoronic thing about it too. So
yeah.
Oh, is this like some kind of COVID-19 podcast?
We're doing a freestyle cast, but we're talking about what we've been going through past couple of days, I guess. So, how are you over there in the UK?
Oh my God! All my appointments are cancelled. They're preparing apparently to get all the army out here to try and quarantine people.
The army?
Yes, apparently 2,000 army members are apparently going to be coming here to try and help out with the quarantine for people who are breaking the rules.
So it's really bad over there, huh?
I didn't even know it was this bad. All my appointments are cancelled, apart from my dentist, which I think is going to happen. We're due for that funeral on Friday, but that might be cancelled and it'll be only family only.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, dude.
You can spread the corona to your family. Okay, that's good.
Yes, also, did you hear all the weddings now are having a brand new ruling where only 5 people are
damn.
Wait, only the weddings have what rule?
5 people are only allowed to be a part of the wedding.
5 people at the wedding?
I'm sorry, honey. I would have loved to have your mother-in-law, but she exceeds the 5 limit.
Wait,
yeah.
I didn't even think about the weddings and the funerals. So wait, now the funerals over there, now only the family now? No guests.
It might be potentially family only to stop the virus.
Oh my God.
Screws weddings.
And and the weddings only, what do you mean, like 5 people in the room at the time?
It's probably going to be 5 people, yes.
How could you have a wedding with 5 people?
I know.
That's it. So why don't they just delay the wedding until this is over?
I know, it could be the mom, the dad, and the kid.
Wow.
Maybe probably the mom, the dad, maybe a kid, and maybe the grandkid.
Oh my God, that's not a wedding. So in other words, weddings would be cheaper. Well, not really.
The husband, the bride,
oh my God.
Could you imagine?
The priest is not even there.
Well, no, you gotta have the priest, Scott. Stop.
No. The
priest is counted as the father.
No.
Have the mother, the father, the priest. That's it.
No. What will happen is the priest will be there with Skype.
How could you get married online?
No, you can get your license without being.
Oh, but then they can't have a ceremony.
Yeah.
That's the last performance.
But then there's nobody there. Like, why hire a DJ if nobody's going to listen?
What you'll get, Scott, is probably
that's insane. So wait, you don't even have enough for a DJ. It's be 5 people, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Not only that, the buffets.
Yeah, you can't even go to dinner.
No, or the buffets will go to waste.
Wait, you can't even have the people cook the food because there's too many people in the same building.
Yeah. No, what you're gonna have is the minister will be there. The minister will be at home on Skype, and then I'll hook up a video of him.
Minister on Skype? Wow. This is
basically the wife
insane.
is on one end of the screen, the husband's the other. You have 5 screens.
And then he'll be saying the power of Christ.
Now you need robots, like to give the food and serve the food.
God.
Oh, don't worry, the VOC robots are on standby. They're just.
We're not getting married during this stuff. Forget that. Screw that.
Sharon, how do you want the wedding? Oh, 5
We're
people
not
only?
doing that.
Oh,
I'm not getting married during this stuff. That's for sure.
That's a lot of people. That's what a lot of guys go.
I'm traumatized as it is.
Shotgun weddings are not going to be for me.
I'm traumatized as it is that I can't even sit and eat my pizza. I could buy my pizza, but I can't eat it too. I got to walk out of there.
Did you see the worst thing that's happened is Italy's death count has now outbeaten China with over 3,000 people.
Yeah.
But you don't understand how insane it is here.
There's that the U.S. shares the same 13-day thing. And no, we don't.
Listen, I had this lady want to buy 20 preparation H's.
Damn.
And I said, I had to say something because I can't. I was like,
how big is her?
I was like, I go to her, I'm like, you think that's enough? No, I'm like, I said, wait a minute, this is just for you? Yeah.
Oh, no, her dealer's Dr. Evil.
I'm like, what? So you bought all the toilet paper?
You can't use that stuff to take care of the bags under your eyes, but how big were the bags under her eyes?
Well, you could get all the toilet paper, but now you need the preparation.
Yeah, I saw a picture on Facebook
wow.
tonight of a guy in the shopping buying 8 loads of toilet paper.
My God.
Yeah, loads of people are selling toilet paper on like eBay.
No, now they can't
Amazon.
Though. Now they can't.
Yeah,
and stores can't return them either now. You can't return them. Because they did that. They bought like a fucking basically Ryder truck or a U-Haul of toilet paper. Then they're like, oh, it's not that bad. Let me return it now.
We shouldn't laugh at it, but the funniest thing I saw was a guy was trying to sell one toilet paper for 35 grand on eBay.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no. These people, they were cursing. They were cursing people out on toilet paper. Like, wow.
The only disgusting thing I'm finding with it is that the elderly are not benefiting from it. Everything's gone when they get there.
Well, let me tell you something. We did have somebody that was older, this lady, but she was so nasty. Like, I know, it's like she's an expert of the virus and we're her servants. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to fly at all, basically. So it's just, this is crazy times we live in. But people are now, all the assholes have come out of their house now, and they're rude as fuck. Like this lady was so nasty to the pizza guy. Like, bitch, you're getting your fucking food. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out. But no, this bitch is like, you can't. I want to buy garlic knots, but I got to go back to work. You mean you have to heat it up? How long is this going to take? Can you raise the temperature of the oven? No, bitch. Not going to raise the temperature of the whole fucking pizza oven for your one fucking meal. Fuck off. Wait fucking 2 minutes. Oh, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
It was
all
funny.
of this.
Go ahead.
I mean, all of this is really causing a lot of distress because at the end of it, a lot of people will come back with no jobs from their work.
Right.
Because the other day, before they shut everything down, I was over at the local Starbucks because the one in the mall had shut down.
Yeah.
And within maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes, about 6 cops showed up. And I said, oh, no, we always come here. And I was like, damn, it's the Corona police.
Yeah.
No, but they said they always come to that particular Starbucks and grab something.
But it's kind of depressing. It's like, most of the time I'll stay home now until I have to work, right? So it's like,
I look just for shit.
You go crazy, stir crazy.
What movies were coming out in the book?
Nothing. There's no movies. The movie theaters are shut down.
There's no showtimes.
No, but your movie's shut down, isn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, there's the ones that have unfortunately been in the cinema. They're going to release them digitally on.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. That was the biggest thing. Disney put a stop. She's like, no, don't think Black Widow is going. It's not. They want China.
Universal were doing it.
Yeah, well, that's different. The Invisible Man made what it can make. So now it can go. They put it in early, and Birds of Prey failed anyway.
Already out in cinemas. That's the one.
Yeah, Birds of Prey failed. So yeah, they could speed it up. They could speed it up and put it on demand, sure. But all the movies that are not doing well are going right to demand. But all the movies that potentially can make 400 million in China or more, they're not gonna. They can just delay it. Like Fast and Furious is not coming out for a year. So and Black Widow is delayed, and Quiet Place 2 is delayed, and James Bond is delayed. And just about everything is getting delayed. And Wonder Woman 1984 is probably going to get delayed because the cinemas are not open.
No.
So, yeah. And now Disney's in trouble. Disney's stock fell in a toilet. Where the biggest company there is now in trouble that Apple wants to buy.
Because there's lots of talk that Apple might purchase them.
That's not happening. Yeah, they're going to stop that because, again, this is a situation not. It's a manufactured situation like the virus was manufactured. Like this is fucking things up. So
I heard that on YouTube, but I was thinking, it's like just one of those hypothesized things, and then I happened to see the storyline afterwards.
Right. So they're not going to have anything.
Because Apple's streaming is not doing as well.
Well, that's it. We talked about this. Why have fucking 20 different streaming services?
Yeah, exactly. Apple's streaming is not doing so
terrible.
Well, but yet Disney's is. So
well, Disney's is doing all right because
it's doing all right, but it's doing better than Apple's.
But it's not doing what they expected because there's nothing on to watch. Yeah.
No, not at this point in time,
So we're I mean, this may go on till September.
Well, they're saying The Simpsons is even now part of Marvel lineup now. So
yeah. So I mean, we can't go eat in restaurants. We can't go to the movies. We can't join a gym, or we can't play. We can't go to a gym. We can't go to the museums. We can't go into the city, like to just walk around Times Square. There's nobody in Times Square, and they just. I mean, right now it's not enforced because people have to work, but it's going to get worse where you're basically people are like, hey, what are you doing in the street? And then you have to have a badge.
I don't know about anybody else's, but our mall, the Woodland Mall,
my mall shut down today. Shut down for months now. It's going to be, I guess.
That's what ours did yesterday. It was open yesterday.
Right.
And then they said at midnight, which I don't know why they decided midnight, but they said at midnight it was going to close down until the 29th.
Wow. So, I mean, I was hoping this was going to blow over April 20th, but this may continue until September. This is bad, though. So that means all these movies are going to get delayed. And this summer is going to be a bust. You have no sports. And that's another thing, too. It's one, we take for granted. We go to a restaurant or a pizzeria, right, and go and sit and eat. But it's a whole different ballgame if you have to carry that fucking shit.
Yeah.
And if you have to fucking eat while you're walking, you're not gonna be quick to do that. Because you want the comfort of just sitting in. Now, by the time you walk, the thing gets cold anyway.
That's what I mentioned, and that's what I mentioned on my TBD on pretty much.
Because over here, we're supposed to be avoiding public transport as well, buses, trains.
Well, everything. We have to have that because, again, you have to have the thing to transport the nurses and doctors to the hospital, obviously. And like the transport people from town to town. You can't just do away with that totally. I mean, they're signing bills that only 75 of the workers, 75% of workers go home. That you can't. They're really all these things are in panic mode. People are really freaking
Not
out.
only that, from next Monday, all the buses are going to be running from Sunday service over here.
Wow. Well, they want to close the stores that they are open. They want to have them close at 6. So
that's what our store's doing.
And we're home by 8. We're curfew by 8, right?
Yeah, because we have 24-hour shops over here, and they might be now closing at night early because they don't want people appearing later to get stuff.
But one retailer basically told the government, "Fuck off," and that's GameStop because they said that they're more important than anybody else. That they need to stay open because they're essential.
Well, Kid Rock said he's not closing his bar down. He's not shutting it down. So.
Well, but here's the thing. Look. I understand that they're trying to, okay. I understand that they're trying to make it where there's no gathering of people, but when they do these press conferences, there's 200 people in there, reporters and politicians and whatever, and they're not making. And airports are like, there's hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people in the airport, so it's not really. You want social distancing, but you're not really practicing social distancing. And not only that, but you want to tell this business that they can have to close, but then are you going to compensate that business so they don't go out of business? That's the point.
Yeah, that's another big thing. One of the airlines here, Virgin Atlantic, the owner, Richard Branson, doesn't want to pay a single penny. He wants the government to do it for him. because he's sending his staff under 8 weeks of no pay for them to go home.
Right. But that's the thing. It's like the government wants to step in, and they have to honor the deal. They have to say, you as a business are not going out of business. Here it is. Here's the money. Because you can't just tell them that and then not.
And that's pretty much illegal, too. The government cannot do
this is a situation, though, where this could be a horror movie waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they liked having control of everybody's lives like this, and then they want to, and when the virus was gone, they would still want to have control, because this is a horror situation. Like, you imagine a government just like kind of be like the villain and just, I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying, you imagine if they took advantage of this situation and say, yeah, we decided we like it that not that many people are on the road after 8, even though everything will be done.
I think it is a bit taken advantage with everyone still like panic buying of that. They're just making as most money in the room at the minute rather than shutting the shops down.
Yeah.
Or having like that little control where it's like one per person only. Instead, they're like, nope, you can get as much as you want over here.
As long as everything turns back to normal when it's over, then I'm fine. But
I think it's gonna, there will be some damages because again, a lot of people have lost their jobs because of this virus.
Yeah.
But they should get their jobs back, and they're not gonna. That's the problem. That's what I'm worried about. It's like, and that's another thing. The economy was doing excellent, and now it's going to be in the 20s.
Yeah.
You go from having the greatest economy for freaking decades to the worst. Instant.
Yeah, it's what you're going to get is like a big tidal wave or waterfall of people like in these job centres all looking for work, and they can't get it because they're so swamped or backed up at the minute to find new work for them.
And this is the funny thing. It's like, you want to see how the movies went down. The fact that some theaters are staying open means that, and listen to this guy, and listen to this, Matt. The fourth film in the top 10, right? Invisible Man, made $32,000. Not 3 million, not 5 million for the day. 1,000, meaning that nobody's going to the movies. It's done. Everything is done. So we're not going to have any theaters. And the list here, my God, it's like all these movies are going to be delayed, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Because there's no theaters to show them.
Do you know who's also suffered the worst out of it from the films is New Mutants, the constant delays for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. And actors are losing their minds, becoming YouTubers all of a sudden, popping out videos, and even talk show hosts are doing videos from home. Wrestling is doing shows without people. It looks weird. It sounds weird. This is bad. It's just going to get worse, unfortunately, before it gets better. And that's another thing too. Is like, what if people lose it, being quarantined in the house all day because they're not now? They're forced to.
Because there's a lot of violence starting up here in
There's gonna start being people losing their shit very soon.
Yeah.
Or divorces or whatever. I mean, like, this is gonna be worse than you think.
And that's happened twice to us this week at a local shop down the road. We've had one stabbing so far, and the guy knocked off his bike. It's already starting.
Now Netflix is downgrading in Europe, I guess.
Yeah, I heard that. It's like, we're getting low res now for here in Europe. The Wi-Fi is also a massive problem.
It's like you guys got punished. It's so weird.
Last season.
Yeah. You're also going to get the massive Wi-Fi issue because everyone who'll be working from home will be draining it.
Yeah, so here's the thing, and now I can address this too because this is all related. We went from Doctor Who being this whole travesty and all this stuff, and a lot of people mixed, right? So I was like, okay, we got the everything show, right, to do. And if you notice, we haven't been doing podcasts. And the thing is, I was like thinking about it, and despite we're all going through the quarantine, we're all like traumatizing themselves about the whole situation. I'm like, well, how can we do an everything show if there's no movies? How can we do an everything show if there's no movies? And the funny thing is, when I went to play the PlayStation was down. So I'm like, okay, we're not going to do the River Wings cast. We can't do the everything show. I mean, we could do a freestyle cast once in a while, but the podcasts are not going to be. They're going to be very few and far between. Because again, we would cover the news. I mean, you would have a lot of topic wonders, obviously, but you would have really no everything shows, because everything show is basically about movies, comics, and video games.
There's another movie or TV show that's been delayed.
And if the main thing is the movies and we can't talk about movies, then the everything show is out. So, I mean, I'm going to try to see how this goes. If we're off the air from doing podcasts for a little while, don't get alarmed. We're all going through this ourselves. I might do a single video. Scott's going to do his walkabout. Matt Rose is going to do his thing. But it's not that I'm abandoning the platform of the podcast. It's just I don't want to like create a thing where people are going to get depressed. Like, I mean, we're talking about this today about the virus, but I don't want to talk about the virus every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just I want to like we covered it today. Okay, you know.
Yeah, you can only talk about the virus so long.
Right, and so I mean, the thing is that if you don't see that many videos of podcasts, don't get alarmed. Again, take this as maybe a little vacation or a little thing. We're going to regroup. We're going to come back. I mean, look, if the news hits where it's, I mean, because everything in the news now is the virus. It's not, you know, all the games are getting delayed. So what are you going to play?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah.
One of the saddest things I heard is, because all these actors are getting it. Susie Costello from Tortured and Javama just announced she had it recently.
Idris Elba.
It's like,
Hanks.
yeah, Idris Elba. Yeah, they're all getting it. So no one is safe.
Yeah, so we're going to try to, I'm going to do single videos, obviously. But as far as podcast goes, it's going to be severely depleted, unfortunately. For now, until the news can present itself, you know, again, if you're not, if comics are going to be delayed or movies are going to be delayed or video, there's nothing to cover. You know, I mean, we could cover, Scream 5 is coming out next year, but honestly, I think the best thing to do is, you know, we can't force it. We can't force having
I mean, look at it. We've got the biggest music events. We have a big show here called Glastonbury, and it was about to be its 50th birthday. Yeah, that's cancelled. They're not back in business till next year. Coachella's down. Every big event is
every big event's down. Concerts are down. And another thing too is that, maybe we'll do removals. I don't know, but I don't want to because I think it was self-explanatory when I made the video that Doctor Who's canceled. It's a hidden meaning behind that because basically, if Doctor Who is not filming, then the filming in September has been canceled. Not necessarily that the show has been canceled, but the show technically, we've seen what happened in the past with Colin Baker's season and then Sylvester McCoy. When shit goes down and the longer Doctor Who's off the air and not filming, somebody could step in there and say, yeah, you know what? Let's just not bring this back.
Because their pre-production isn't until June. That's normally when it's supposed to get ready.
The problem is nothing is happening, and the actors' contracts, they can't hold on to them for years. Mm-hmm. So you could lose Jodie. You could lose Chris Chibnall, and then you have to wait years for another production team. So what I'm saying, when I say that this thing that the Doctor Who is canceled, it's a hidden meaning, meaning right now, everything to do with Doctor Who is canceled. They're not filming, they're not writing, they're not doing anything. It's stopped. It's frozen. So if they go to pick up again, they still have to write the episode. So right now, they're not even writing. It stopped. All stopped.
Yeah.
Full stop.
I mean, granted, the only new content is Big Finish. The TV stuff is officially gone for now.
And the Big Finish stuff was already made already. They're just releasing stuff. So they're not going to be doing anything new. Well, Big Finish, they can do new stuff. That's not part of that. But Doctor Who, though, right now it is canceled, technically. I mean, and it's a possibility it may not come back. And if it does come back, we're probably not going to have a season in 2021.
So what's your thoughts? Because all the Arrowverse are now saying that they might be ending on the shorter season.
Right. They can't finish filming The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl. They can't because some people are coming down with virus. So in other words, season done. Like maybe you'll get a couple episodes when it comes back, but that's it. Supernatural is the biggest tragedy because they wanted to end it. And they're going to lose
2 episodes.
They filmed it, but the stuff before it, they didn't film.
Yeah.
Which is not going to make any sense because the episodes, they're filming out of order. So now those episodes, they can't film, so it's not going to make any sense when you see the finale. So, but they are filming the finale. So they don't know what to do with Supernatural now. So, I mean, because these actors have to do other stuff. They have, the other guys in Texas, Walker, Texas Ranger, right, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
So again, just I'm as a YouTuber and a content creator, I'm going to try to give you guys content, but it's not going to be forced. If we can do a kiss, we can do a kiss. But you can see all my guys doing their stuff on their channels and their Twitter and their, Facebook, and like Matt Rose does his thing with the convention circuit and all that stuff. Which is probably canceled also, right? I guess.
Oh gosh, the amount of rescheduling at the minute has been a nightmare.
And Scott does his walkabout, so
I sent you the thing if you want to add that to this little.
I feel like Walking Dead, where the group was separated, and we were complaining. Remember, Scott? Like, when is Rick Grimes going to be back with Daryl? Right? It's like right now the real Hoovians, like all of us are being separated for now, but we'll come back at some point. Right? Because even if we're the Rehoovians, even if we do the Everything Show, we all like that too. So right now, don't be alarmed, but it is what it is for now. Hopefully you get to see Cast tomorrow. You probably won't. Maybe we'll have one next Wednesday. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I'll try to do comic book reviews. I'm going to be, of course, off air in contact with everybody here. I'm gonna address one thing quickly too. Should I say? Yeah, okay. I'm not on Twitter all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
I work full-time job, and my job is not going to end, and my job is a different type of job where it can't end. So I am going to be out there working, and I am going to come home later than anybody else, and it doesn't change. Some people think that I'm available 24/7 to talk to on Twitter. Like, I'm not. I'm as much as I would love to, but then some people take a swing at me on Twitter. And it got to be ridiculous where people are today, actually, just when I came home from work in overnight, people were like being really nasty about, they went to go after a friend of mine, like in Doctor Who, a Whovian. So then what do you want from me? Like, you're not going to use me as this. So like, they're nasty and everything. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to block people because I don't really have time for these immature trolls, haters that are trying to make that we don't like Doctor Who hate. Like the episodes, like we're haters. No. So I started blocking a lot of people. Then there was this other character, Sam guy, that he's been around in the community for a while. And one minute he's super positive.
Mean, yeah.
Right. Next minute he's super nasty. So again, he mentioned my books, and I'm like, well, it looked like it was pleasant at first. And it's like, why can't you be a full-time writer? And I said, because I have a full-time job. He's like, wrong answer. I'm like, who the hell are you? Wrong answer. What are you telling me is wrong answer? He's like, why can't you write scripts, and why can't you? Well, did you write anything? Like, give me a break. I just did 13 books. Get out of here. Like, so people were like, he's nasty. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't block him, but I'm not dealing with him either. So look, no one's going to stop me from opening my mouth, talk about Doctor Who, but I am not going to have what limited time I have battling people on Twitter. So I made a conscious decision. That's it. I'm not going to really go on Twitter that much because I don't need that drama. And I really don't want to do Who Fires in Battle because if Doctor Who's not on the air, there's no reason to bring it back talking about people who are bad. So we're just not going to talk about it. And ultimately, the person could be a player and fake and trying to be nice to other people and not realize that he's attacking others. So, Sam, I don't know what your deal is, but you're not going to get on the cast talking like that. And not that I would have you on the cast because you're really nasty lately, and I don't know what you have about me that 1 minute you love me, 1 minute you hate me. So not paying attention with that nonsense. We need to all be positive. Look, we don't like the situation. There's nothing we can do about it. It's gonna pass in time. Okay, you just gotta be strong, and you gotta carry on, and you gotta do your thing, and eventually this craziness with the quarantine is gonna pass, and things are gonna go back to sort of normal, and then it will go back to normal, and then it will be like, wow, remember when for 2 months we had to go through this shit? But you don't need to have assholes born because of this. So in that case, because I deal with a lot of nasty people lately because of this thing, I'm just blocking people rather than even communicating about it. I don't have time. Done.
Really?
You know what? The days of like, I'm just not in the mood to go back and forth, back and forth. I'm not gonna sit here waste my day off. You know, like when I do overnight, I sleep. So today, it technically sleep. You know, because I just finished working, so I sleep in the day for this one day. So we went out, you know, because we had to go get food and stuff. You know, we have to restock. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason we're going out is if we absolutely have to. So while we're there, yes, it's St. Joseph's Day, so I got my pastry and we got our waters and you know stuff to restocked on, but we're home. That's it. We're not going to go out unless we absolutely have to, and we don't need to have people that are going to be jerks to us. You know, you try. Nobody likes what's going on, so you got to make the best of it, but you don't make the best of it.
Your anger towards the wrong people.
Right. You don't make the best of it by battling people when you're off. So in that case, there will be no exchanges. Even on my YouTube channel, you're gonna get blocked or you're gonna get deleted. You comment, and I'm not gonna deal with it. And then that's the way it is gonna be until this is over with. And then when this is over with, and if I have time to fucking battle you to the end of fucking whatever the week, like battle you and go back and forth on Twitter, okay. But you know what? I'm not in the mood right now at all. Not that you should ever be in the mood, but people need to be kind, like the doctor, when we're going through all this shit, not be nasty fucking assholes, like the Sam guy. And the other fucking guy, that whatever the fuck, he was trying to do some shit today that they're all a bunch of fucking phony baloney assholes. So, on that note, be safe, everybody. Matt Rose, be safe. You know, Godspeed, bro. Scott.
You too, brother.
We unfortunately we have to deal with
jackasses and dipshits.
Now nasty people that use this situation to battle or attack, or like your own health is involved, your own, that people are going to start looting, people are going to start jumping, people are going to rob you. So now we have to look over our shoulder because it's fucking bullshit now. So I'm just going to say to my group, we will talk on Facebook Messenger and Twitter and whatever we talk, like we usually do. And if I don't get to talk to you right away, please understand because I'm working. But I'm going to be in touch with my group, with Matt Rose.
And you have a life.
Right, I'm going to be in touch with Matt Rose. I'm going to be in touch with Scott. I'm going to be in touch with Chris and, you know, whatever. And when we can do casts, we will. But for now, the casts have been depleted by 80%. And that's the way it's going to be for now. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I appreciate everybody that comes on and makes the time to talk to me. Matt Rose, as always, thank you so much, sir.
No worries.
It's great talking to you, and glad that you're looking well. I hope you're well.
Thank you. Well, apart from this, it's growing.
Good. At least
buddy,
you got here.
I feel I gotta get this thing trimmed as well. So.
At least you got here, my friend. At least you got here. Scott, good to see you as always. I know you have many chili dogs, so hell dogs.
Over at New York, I must have just totally blanked out somewhere.
Jesus. So, and you know what? I'm okay. Sharon's okay. We're trying to get used to this, and you know what's probably going to come from this? Obviously, if I'm not going to be doing a lot of podcasts, I'm going to be writing again. So you know what? Maybe you will have another book.
Well, yeah, because a lot of writers are getting inspired because they're getting loads of downtime.
Right. So I'm listening to music and I'm writing, and I've been doing that every day. So this book that could have came years from now may come soon. We never know.
Who knows? You probably will have 20 books written at the end of this.
Well, I always envision, I said to Scott too, I want to say that I had 20 books at least.
Probably. Here's your chance to have the 20.
This is book 14, people. Book 14 is next. All right. That's it.
His next thing will be, it'll be 2 a year to make up for the 20 books.
Listen, you know what? You have to make money to put out books too. Doesn't grow on trees. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye for now.